Hello everyone, it's me, Kitty, and today I'm going to be doing an FE4 draft viability tier list. You may be wondering why draft in specifically, why not just a character tier list? I don't know. I thought this was more fun. It's a more fun context to put the units in. Not everyone talks about, you know, how good they'd be in a draft specifically, and this is more interesting for me. Though I don't know how well I am at doing a draft tier list, considering I have not drafted this game yet, or even really played it. Legitimately, I did some modifications to the game, made growth rates a bit higher, improved bases, improved gold. In all honesty, a very biased source. But again, I think this sort of discussion is fun, and even though I have not played the game, like you know, the how most people play the game, I feel I could handle this topic. Or I don't know. I just want to talk about FE4 some more. It's fun. I beat it recently, and yeah, I want to keep talking about it. Okay, so hypothetically, how these draft rules would work is, for an example, so let's say this is mostly the context for a two-person draft, by the way. It's not context for a three-person draft, then it would get a bit complicated for me specifically. But let's say you pick ID. I don't know. I'm putting her on the list as if she's a pick, but you pick ID. In in this context, she would, if you pick ID, you get her kids, Lana and Lester, I believe. So yeah, if you pick Ideen, you get her kids, is basically the context I'm going with. For any characters whose pairings would give you a kid, you need to focus on the pairings. So like if you picked Ethlyn, you would not get Leaf or Altana. You would just get Ethlyn. But yeah, I believe that's everything. I should put them back where I got them. Because I have this little thing in order. But yeah, that's basically the rules. Also, it's expecting a decently fast playthrough. Like, you are not spending turns while abusing, but you also are going as fast because obviously you have half as many units, and But I don't know. Some in some range from like 550 to 700, maybe 750 turns at most. That's about expected. You're playing fast. You're leveling all the units to I don't know. You'd probably want to get all your picks to 20. You're using the units basically. You are not Sigurd soloing the game. Speaking of Sigurd, he would be free. I do not imagine a draft of this game where you pick Sigurd, and where you have to draft Sigurd. That sounds not fun, and I would not do it. Sigurd also helps enable your units. He has authority stars, and he gets gold, and he does things that your units like. You like using Sigurd. Use Sigurd. Moral of the story: even if you are in a draft context, you use Sigurd. Itself will also come there when the time comes. We're doing this in order. We are not doing it by first picks. We're not going tier by tier. We're going in order of the way you get them. That's why I ordered the tier like this. So after Sigurd, we have Alec. And Alec's interesting because as a dad, he's not going to be a first or early pick because in this context, you'd want like the mom units a lot because mom units are basically a 3-for-1, and you can worry about the pairings later if you get the child units you want. Good. Oh, also one thing about the mom units, if because this is specifically for a two-person draft, if you would get the mom of this, if you get again Idane, you get Idane, you get Mana, Lester. Sorry, they could have explained this earlier. It popped out in my mind. The person you're doing the draft with would get Dimna and Lana. No wait, this is Lana. This is Lana. This is Mana. Very good naming scheme, FE4. But yeah, so the moms are a lot more in demand because I have to put it back. But yeah, moms are more in demand, not only for, I'm doing this as I'm talking. Not only because they are get them Gen 1, but you get the kids, but you also don't have to deal with as many substitute units. So Alec, again, we're still on Alec. Again, Alec is interesting because Alec, as a dad, you know, he's not super in demand, which already by the nature of this would put him in middle pick, at least. He is an FE4 Gen 1 horse unit, which is good. He gives Pursuit to his kids, and has Pursuit, which is good. He has very good availability. He's one of the first units you get, obviously, which is good. And Alec can do things pretty well, I would say. He's not, but like the most crazy of units, you know. He's Alec, but he's a good unit. I would say. I would say he's a good unit. But Alec does have some downsides. For one, Alec doesn't hit hard. Alec does not hit hard. He is the speedy one, and even then, a game called FE4, you only need 1 speed to double, and Alec usually gets it. But there are ways to like mitigate it, you know. There's the strength ring, which is also in demand. And there are magic swords, which, you know, there are a few of. There's Lightbrand, Wind Sword, Lightbrand, Wind Sword, Bolt Sword. And Alec could probably reasonably be assumed he could have one of those. Especially if you're pairing him with somebody. You know, he gives any kid you want Pursuit. That all alone. I don't know. He's a good unit, basically. And I think, so we're not talking about Alec all day. They'd put him in middle pick. You know, he's alright. He's okay. He has that event with Sylvia. He can get Sylvia's kids a dad. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Do I want to put him niche? No, he's fine. He's Cav, combat. He'll help you out. Noish, better than Alec. He gives a critical and a cost. He has better gross than Alec. He's like Alec in that he comes turn 1 of the game. Basically, I don't know. He's really solid all around. I feel like he does just a lot of things. Sure, he doesn't double as much, but he's also a good user of the Pursuit Ring and can pass that down pretty well, you know? I don't know. Again, if you are using Noish, he requires a good bit of favoritism. He'll probably, like Alec, also, he will need to go through his fair share of Paragon training, but Noish can usually get farther in the arena because he has critical, so you can fish for a crit on a weapon that you've got decent kills with, or just any weapon. You could do Brave Sword crits, and you know, he usually gets farther in the arena than Alec because he has a strength stat, defense stat, 1 HP. But also his growths are just good to pass down to his kids. Yeah, and yeah, in a draft setting, he's going to require favoritism because you have less units, you can put more favoritism into units, and I believe I could do this, but no, that's my Noish bias coming. And by doing things in order of availability, yeah. But some people are confused why I'm not gonna put Arden in last. And don't get me wrong, I would not recommend Arden as he's avoiding last by the skin of his teeth. But he joins turn 1. He has Vantage, and he's really good as a dad. He's really good at dad. He can use every weapon type, which, you know, it's not. You can't pass down axes. Bow users, like what? Like, you're not gonna do Ideen Arden. So the bows aren't really gonna get passed down. So it just leaves swords and lances. But like, swords and lances are things units want, and he can provide that to the units, specifically swords. I think he gets like A rank swords. He might get B rank. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, he's going to be hard to trade up, and especially if you get him 20, it's a rough journey. He does give you the Pursuit Ring, And he can pass that down to his kids. And he's free. Unlike Noish, Arden can do that for free. That's not a niche pick qualification. If it was, that'd be crazy. It's not. But yeah, Arden's okay. He's pretty alright. He can do father things. If he's married in chapter 5, he gets 5 skill. I don't know. You will struggle, but I can't put him in last. You're not picking Arden last. Come on, you do it for the meme. Okay, Azel. Ooh, Azel. Enough favoritism, more context. Think about Azel as he gets a horse. Gets a horse, he's a magic dad, he lets some units use magic swords that normally wouldn't be able to. He gives Pursuit. He gives Holy Blood. So that's at least some bulk that some dads wouldn't give. I mean, it's balanced out because Azel has bad growth rates, but he gives stuff. It's just the training process of Azel is very rough. You will feel it. You will feel it bad. I'm gonna say middle pick. No, I'm gonna say niche pick. Azel is there if you want a magic dad, which is not really a thing that a lot of FE4 pairings need. If the only unit that would really like it is Tiltu. Tiltu likes a magic dad, and Tiltu's kids like it. But if you don't get Tiltu, then Azel is hard. I mean, he gives Pursuit. A lot of units like it, even if they have to deal with the magic grows. And some units, I don't know, they'll profit off of it. Give this to, Lachesis and, Nano. I'd be better at healing using Light Brand and things. And whatever magic sword you give Nana, be better at healing. And Dermot can also use magic swords. I don't know. Azel's okay. He's fine. He's more of a niche. You know, if you want a magic user, there you go. Lex has axes, which is Lex's downside. He's stuck to axes. He passes down nothing. But Paragon's broken. Paragon ring trading is what helps you get through this game a lot faster. I highly recommend it to people who haven't. And Lex just says, screw that. I can use this money on whatever the hell I want. And you can do stupid things with Lex because of it. That Pursuit ring that costs 40,000 gold, and a lot of units struggle to get it. Not Lex. He clears the arena with that Brave X fucking full center. And he's a great dad because his kids are bulky as hell, and they both also get Paragon. So yeah, Lex is an early pick for sure. He has axes, and that is a downside. But there are more Lance guys in FE1. I feel like axes aren't the worst in Gen 1. I mean, I said FE1, Gen 1. So he's okay. I know he's better than okay. He gives 20 defense, 30. He gives 20 HP, 30 defense. All your kids are gonna be bulky. They're gonna have Paragon. They're gonna level up super quickly. They're gonna survive more. Lex is a good dad. He works in almost every pairing. He can pass down that Pursuit ring. He's good in Gen 1. He's actually great in Gen 1. You know, if you're not using Lex, you can get him promoted by Chapter 2. Yeah. Just side note: don't give him the Paragon ring. It doesn't stack. He won't be able to use it, but he will use that money to greatly help out your army. And he can give Lover Gold because he gets so much of it. He's good. Quan. Okay. How do I deal with Quan? A trained Quan helps Leaf and Altana. Trained Quan, he has 9 movement. That's Quan's main thing. Quan's main thing is he has 9 movement, which in the early game, pretty nice. He's the only one who can keep up with Sigurd if you have to send Sigurd somewhere. And you always have to send Sigurd somewhere in Chapter 2. He doesn't really kill things, though. That's Quan's main issue. He'll kill things if he gets Adept or Critical, but if not, he usually, sets up the kill. Which, how much do you give him credit for that? Like, setting up kills is nice. But, like... he has major Holy Blood. He's a good unit. But I'm gonna say here. I'm gonna say middle pick. You don't need Quan. If he dies, you lose Ethlin. So if you're an Ethlin player, you kind of don't want... Oh, he gives Ethlin 20 crit. And Ethlin gives him 20 crit. It's hard. It's hard. He probably good. He's gonna go here. Yeah, he's behind Relax. I'll be nice. He's not as... These two are good dads. He's always a dad. So, you know, he's just... You don't need to worry about him. Like, pairing him with Ethlin. They're always together. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He has a Gaybold for, like, the easiest part of Chapter 3. If only got it a little bit sooner, that would make the Eldigan fight pretty easy. Well, not easy. I think Eldigan still beats him because lances are heavy. I don't know. Yeah, he's about here. He keeps up with Sigurd. He can do things. I don't know. Training him is hard. You can't really train him that much either. He's a pre-promote. But that doesn't affect EXP gain. That's why Sigurd snowballs so quickly. But like, you get him for 3 chapters. He just vibes. He kind of just helps you train your units, and for that he's good. But like, he's gonna be towards the lower end of early picks. Ethlin is a first pick. Mounted healer in the hardest parts of the game while your units aren't trained. Ethlin's really nice. Ethlin can get kills on the light brand, can use the light brand. A trained Ethlin will help out Leaf and Altena if you decide to pick them, but by these rules you don't get them for picking Ethlin. She is pretty just alright. I think she boosts Sigurd's crit. She can help boost Sigurd, which boosting Sigurd is nice. You want Sigurd to be able to kill the bosses very effortlessly, and Ethlin can do that. She can also do it for Quan. Yeah, just that healing. It's just that healing. Return staff healing. It's so nice. A healer that can keep up with all these mounted units. Like, he has a mount, he has a mount, he has a mount, he has a mount, he gets a mount, but like, that doesn't matter. I don't know, maybe you could get it by chapter 3 if he's one of your few units. I doubt it. You'd have to favor Azelhard, but yeah. She's just good. She can use heal, she can use mend, she can use return. I think that's it. Oh, because she has staff EXP, she doesn't have to really worry about training, because staffs are broken, and return staff plus fucking spamming it is good. Oh, and Quan, I guess the good thing about Quan is he could get money, so she could spam staffs more. Yeah, that's pretty good. Is that above Lex? No, it's not. It's not. But yeah, Quan helps enable Ethlin, so if you have them together, very nice. If not, again, Ethlin is so good. You want a mounted healer so bad. And Ethlin just is it, and she is in Prologue, so yeah. Even though she leaves at the end of Chapter 3, you will feel her effects through the whole Gen 1. Easiest, yeah. Oh, also her skill, she has critical, so sometimes she can brute force her way through the arena without stupid RNG resetting, so yeah, she's even good there. She can get your kills started on the light brand and either pass it down to Leaf or give it to somebody else so they can also get kills on the light brand. She's so good. She helps. She's very nice. Honestly, give her the pursuit ring if you want. If you can somehow figure that one out, yeah, give her the pursuit ring. Pass it down to Leaf. Make that arc easier. But yeah, Ethlin's a first pick for sure. Not even questioning it. Finn. This is specifically considering young Finn and his potential as a father, but obviously if you get young Finn, you also get old Finn, which is another benefit to this man. His child unit is himself, and that's hilarious. Finn's an early pick, yeah. As a father, he's great, and if in a draft, you are much more likely to father him to anyone. Yeah, I think he's above... Is he above Olex? He has Miracle, which Miracle and Pursuit are amazing skills to pass down. Especially if you can get them into Miracle range. Miracle range lets units not die ever, which is good, because it lets them gimmick the arena, it lets them, honestly just that, but like, I don't know, that's a pretty good thing. He's just good, man. Honestly, yeah, I'd say he's above Lex. Paragon Ring, Paragon's good, but like, Paragon Ring trading fucking buffs Finn. I will say, in a draft context, you're probably getting him to promotion before he leaves, and a promoted Finn obviously makes young Finn a whole lot better. Honestly, I'll put young. Yeah. Wow, young Finn is exactly with him. Yeah. Oh yeah. This unit is. Yeah. Finn's good. Honestly, I could see this. I could see them both going up here first picks. But yeah, I don't know if he's that good. Finn does fall off in the later half of Gen 2. But yeah, he's just really good. He's really solid. He's really strong. He's stuck to lances. That is a downside to Finn, because being stuck to lances, it kind of hurts. He does get the Brave Lance, but I would sell it before he leaves. So he won't, like, because you'll need that Brave Lance to clear arena on some characters. Like, I don't know. Like Alec. Alec probably would like that Brave Lance. Oh, I guess he could use Brave Sword. I don't know. You don't need it. But I would trade it off of him just because it's a Brave Lance. You're gonna want it on somebody. Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty good. He's very nice. He has such good availability. He's consistent. He helps protect Leaf and Nana from getting overrun in that one area. And by Leonster, yeah, he's nice. Anything else? I think doesn't pass down Holy Blood, right? Yeah. No. But he has really high luck. He has really high luck if you care about it. I don't, but because it doesn't really matter. But yeah, he has nice luck. Midir has Pursuit. He has a cost, and it's bow locked. He can use the Killer Bow, or he can take Ideen's Brave Bow. Any other weapon than that, he's kind of suffering. He's kind of crying. I'd say he's middle pick. Like, Midir helps out so much. He sets up kills so nicely. And like, enemies love attacking Midir. And he's a Pursuit Dad. He's immediately better than Alec. He's a better Pursuit Dad than Alec. I can't put him early picks, can I? No. Because he doesn't pass down anything that humans want. He doesn't pass down swords. He passes down bows, which does anyone benefit from bows? Faval, no, mostly because, yeah, Faval's Bridget inventory, and Lester does, but like, he is a really good dad for Lester. But he's not, like, the best dad for Lester. Honestly, he might be the best dad for Lester. He's probably the best dad for Lester, but, like, Lester is, spoiler, Lester's not going to be that high on this list. I'm not too fond of Lester. I'd say above Noish. Noish in a favoritism context is pretty good. He is pretty solid. He's a great dad, but like, Midir's gonna set up some kills. Midir's gonna enable Noish. He's gonna enable Ezel. He's gonna enable just whoever you want. He can be a decent dad who passes down Pursuit to the kids who would like it most, which Noish can't do. You can only pass it down to one of them if he has the Pursuit ring, or none of them if you gave it to Arden. If you let Arden keep his ring. But I don't know. He's good. Yeah. Oh, I should probably speak about how I deal with other units' inventories. Basically, undrafted units can sell this stuff to the pawn shop and then just die. I think that's how I would do it. If you want to keep them in their home castle, that's fine too. But yeah, I don't remember if Jamka's Killer Bow is droppable, but if it isn't, then you can just do that. I don't know. Some people have different rules. If you say he doesn't get the Killer Bow, he obviously goes down to niche picks, but like, you're giving him the killer bow. In my context anyway. So if he has the killer bow, he's really good. Can get the kills on it, and then even if it doesn't really get passed down because you didn't get, you give Ideen a magic dad, it'll still come back. It'll still be nice, and yeah. Do is one of those units that, like, when I played my first time, I was like, what the fuck is this unit? He does nothing. He does 0 things, but I have grown on this man so much. He enables every Paragon Ring trading the world has ever known. He gets so much gold because Brigands have 50, not 50. It would be crazy if they had 50. Yeah, he has 5,000 gold. If he becomes lovers with somebody, he can give gold and have a very slow but infinite EXP farm from it, which in a 550 turn format, I believe you could get like a lover or 2 out of it. He has soul, and like that'll really help him in the arena, but he has bargain. He can buy any ring that will help him in the arena a whole lot. Dude's just great. Dude is really good. He can repair swords for cheap. He can use magic swords and steal at 2 range. He gets he can give gold to anyone in this army. He's so good. He's so good. He gets pursuit upon promotion. This unit is good. And I'm tired of hearing people say he's not. He will make any unit in this army better. He'll make Arden a god if you so choose. This unit's good. And I would highly recommend you picking him up. And oh yeah, if you make him a dad, he gives his bargain skill, which is stupid, to 2 units. Imagine like Brigid. Well, Brigid's a bad example because Brigid's not great, but like you can repair the Ufel for like 500 usage. Like that's something you can do with their kids. That's something. But like he can repair. There are better weapons than the Ufel. So they don't know why I picked that one. But yeah, he gives 2 units bargain, which also lets him buy the Paragon ring for 20k instead of 400, which is good. It lets you become a money machine. Like it's 2 bargain bands if he's a dad, and he's just good. He's just really good. I would highly recommend learning how to use Do. He will help you a lot. Ideen. Staffer without the horse. Staffer that can get you the rescue staff. Oh, I'm debating moving Azel up here because he could get you the rescue staff. Rescue staff is nice, but like Leaf enables the rescue staff very hard. Leaf and Lacus's, which you might not get. And if you don't get either of those, the rescue staff suddenly goes from really good to, again, on like the footlock dealers. I'm gonna say Ideen is a middle pick. If you don't get Ethlyn, you're gonna want a healer, and Ideen can fill that role. She has no skills. She passes down nothing but her inventory to Lana. And having a Lana... Oh wait, yeah, she's also the first unit that gets you child units. Okay, that actually changes things. I wouldn't say it's enough to get her out of middle picks, though. Above Noish, yeah, I'd say with... Yeah, I mean, Mana isn't great, and Holster... I mean, not Holster. Different child. Lester is also not the best, but again, they're 2 units that you get for... You get the very start of Chapter 6. I'd say above Midir, too. I want to move Midir. I like Noish too much. I'd say up here. If you don't get Ethlyn, she can help. She gets Physic. She works. She does her job pretty well. She just, like, lacks certain things that would make her better, like a horse. But, like, if you're playing in a slower context, she's very good. She can stay up. And because staff XP is pretty broken, she can get up to level 30, like, reliably by the end of Gen 1, so her kids will at least be trained and usable. I do recommend going for that magic pairing if you can. Lester will suffer for it, Yeah. Yeah, Lester will suffer for it, but again, you will feel the relief when she heals you, and if you somehow lose out on some of the better healers, you will need Idane. You cannot play FE4 without a healer. So this one stays forever, so that's pretty good actually. That's actually pretty good. And that also means you don't have to deal with the substitute unit. Honestly, she can warp too. Warp and return. Both pretty good. And she's your soonest warper too. As it is hers until you get Deirdre. And like and you might not even use Deirdre. Or get to use her. And it is her. I think Lachesis has 2 staves. I think this, yeah. I can't believe how much training. Again, if you don't, but like Ethlyn is first. Ethlyn is first. You get Ethlyn first, regardless of how good B staffs is. You'll get somebody by B staffs eventually, based on how many units get staffs in this game. Ethlyn having that, yeah. But I guess that means I should talk about our kids now. And the substitute units. Yeah, the moms are gonna be a lot of work. Oh, I didn't really think about that. Okay. Let me talk about Lana first, because she's in us like it. I'd say Lana's niche, yeah. The niche being if you need a healer and Gen 2 as soon as possible, Lana's your girl. She is a lot better than her competition, which is Lana, because she has the chance for inheritance and the chance to get you the rescue staff really, really early. Lana does not. Lana is a last. The Lana, by being a substitute, is a last pick. You will be forced to pick her probably first, because Idane shows up. Lana is really bad, no inheritance. I don't remember what she starts with or if she has any skills. I will look it up. Oh, well, you can see my screen. I really didn't consider that. That's... give me a moment. Yeah, there you go. Look at the screen. I'm looking at Lana things. No, Mana. I'm sorry. I keep getting their names confused. They again, Fire Emblem. It sure does do that. Game stats. Come on, show me it. She has no Holy Blood, she has no skill, she has B-rank stats, and she only joins with heal. Yeah, this unit is not good. Her growth rates don't look good. And the highest is 40% luck, you know? It's a travesty. Yeah, I don't think she's that good. So I think she would be a last pick by default. No, she has an event. Oh, wait, no, there is a reason why you would also go for Lana. Again, Lana. This one's Lana. She is really easy to pair with Seliph. So, Seliph can enable her by giving lots of gold that he will get because he will seize a lot of castles. Yeah, I think she's here. I think she's pretty good for a 5-move healer. And again, inheritance really helps the utility units, because if you can't inherit, you are stuck with a heal staff, and that is bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, other children. Lester. Lester is a later pick. I would say he's above Arden. You can get Boach, you can give him Bodad, but if you do like something like Ideen Claude, this guy will have no skills and he will suck. And also not have that Brave Bow. Or the Killer Bow. Or any bow. He will have an Iron Bow until like Faval joins and you can maybe beg him for the Killer Bow if you inherited it. Yeah, the Lester without a bad dad is down here. Again, I think I'm going to put him below Arden. I think Lester with bad dad is terrible. He doesn't even really have any fast love grows with somebody, and even if he did, he really prays he has a good dad. He begs for, like, I don't know, Jamka Pursuit Ring is perfect. He would love that dad, but like without it, he requires a lot of help. And yeah, like you can't build a dad for Lana and a dad for Lester at the same time. So you either give Lester a dad or he suffers, and yeah. Dimna. I have to learn what Dimna does now. Have I told you I haven't played with substitute units? Because I have not. I've not played with them. He has like an event that gives him like a lot of strength. I don't know. He has. Well, he has Pursuit. He might be better than Lester. Oh, but he has no iron though. No, he's not better than Lester. I'd say Dimna is. He's a last pick, you know. Well, I've got a strength, and we'll have Pursuit at base. You know, that's something. I think it's above healer roll for that reason. But yeah, he's just kind of. I wouldn't say he's that good. From the little I can see, what are gross rates again? 30 strength, 20 speed. Yeah, not great. 40 defense. That's a solid stat. You take it. It's 50 skill. You know, he's not awful. 90 HP. He's tanky. He's more of a tanky unit. He's good at chipping. I don't know. I'm not boosting Lester. I think with inheritance he's still like Arden tier, but Arden could be a dad. Arden gets Pursuit Ring. Do I count Pursuit Ring as an Arden thing in the draft? I don't think I would. I think I would let my opponent, or whoever is doing the draft with me, get the Pursuit Ring with Arden. I would do that. But yeah, I'd say Dimna's here. But yeah, if you were doing a multiple player draft, honestly, I think Dimna could do something. You have to inherit the killer belt like Fall and then wait till chapter 8 for him to be useful, but he could do it. He could have that because Fall doesn't need really much else from the UFL. But if you don't have Faval, then yeah, he suffers a whole lot if you're waiting until the end of chapter 8. And that applies to both these, by the way. Waiting for the end of chapter 8 to have that killer bow if you don't have Faval, that's bad. You really want that killer bow. It's so good in this game. But yeah, I think that is enough talking about the Ideen. The Ideen family line. Next it's Ira. Ira's. Am I doing this? Am I? Okay, you get her kids, but her kids aren't that helpful. I'm gonna get slack for this. Everyone loves Ira. I'm gonna put her. No, because you can't give her holy blood away. Obviously, you can't make her a mom to anyone other than her kids, and her kids are not great. I mean, what does Larse do? Like, they recruit Johan. I mean, the other one does that. But, like, I don't know. They're good in the arena. You get gold. You can find a lover and give that gold to them. You can be really creepy and do the incest thing. It makes Shannon love her and, like, give gold to him so you can repair the ball over and over. I want to put him in Ish so bad, but I can't. I can't reliably do that. I cannot reliably put them in Ish. I have to put them in later. Foot locked, sword locked. They do a good amount of bosses. The problem is, to fight a boss, you have to like wait on the spot because foot units can't move again without the Night Ring. And because of that, Ira kind of suffers because if you have her fight the boss, and she usually will kill it, but if you have her do that, she can't move from it, so you're going to waste a turn moving her out of the way. Which, again, we're assuming a relatively like fast-ish context, and that will just slow the game down. Not as much as Arden's going to slow it down, but you know, Arden could just stand by like somebody and be their lover for however long it takes. Ira can do that. Also, her kids are just not the most desirable. Like, Larse isn't that much better from... I mean, she is better than Credine, but, like, Ulster, again, they're all footlocked. These units are not gonna save you much. Besides, if you really like Ira, I would say, yeah, she's a good later pick when a lot of these gooder and better options are gone. If you are an Ira fan, yeah, take Ira. She'll always win in the arena. She can give somebody money, like whoever wants to father children. Like, I don't know, like, just pair with somebody. I don't know. I would not use a good dad on Ira, I guess, is how I would say it. I would leave Lex. I would like let Lex not be with Ira. I would not let Holm be with Ira. I would give her like a worse stat. Honestly, Arden. The Arden has agile stats. Oh, one good thing about Ira. Her kids always have pursuit. Because Ira always has pursuit. So yeah, they always get pursuit. Then Arsa gets adept. She gets adept. Yeah, they're just really good, but the overkill just doesn't really help in this game. I guess Larse is next. Larse, again, later pick. Better than Lester. Not even better than Lester. I think Lester being able to keep up and at least chip things, even with the awful ID and Claude pairing for him, is slightly better than Larse. Larce's fun. I like using Larce. I wouldn't say she's must-have in this format. I gotta learn what Cardine does now. I could do Ulster, but no, I'll keep doing it this way because I have been. Cardine, right? That's her name. It's not even showing up. I spelled it wrong. That's what it was. What does she have? She has Pursuit and an Iron Blade and some stats. She doesn't even promote to Swordmaster. She promotes to Hero, apparently. I think. I don't remember. I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't used her. She has an event where if she stands by the brothers for a long time that you're not going to do, she'll get like 3 strength or something. I don't remember. She's last. She's a unit. I'd say Lana's better than her, honestly, because you will at least having a healer is something for the beginning part of 6, even if it's just the shitty heal staff. Holster, I don't know. Again, Larce's better because she gets adept. Holster doesn't get adept. Holster inherits the dad's swords, and sometimes if you pair someone with Ira, their dad might not even have swords. Whereas Larce has it easier because Ira will always give her swords, so Holster is worse than Ira. I mean, and Holster is worse than Ira, I would say, but Holster is also worse than Larce. Because at least in Gen 1, you're gonna have, like, you're gonna want units who can sometimes get a kill. Ira can do that. Ira can reliably kill something that's threatening. In Gen 2, you have to train these guys a lot more than Ira, and it's not fun. There are harder enemies in Gen 2, and they suffer for it. And then I think this guy's called Dalvin. I don't remember. I think he's called Dalvin. I hope he's called Dalvin, so I don't have to look it up. He is called Dalvin. Cool. His Pursuit Vantage. That's something. And he promotes also to Hero. He has bulky-ish growth rates. Surprising. 30 speed kind of sucks. I don't know. He vibes. I'd say he's better than his sister. I don't even know why. I'd say he's better than her, though. She doesn't get adept, and he looks bulkier, so therefore Dalvin looks like he is more reliable. I think they start with the exact same weapon, too. Also, he has Vantage. He has Vantage. Vantage isn't great. It's something. He has it over her. I don't know. Again, she can become a lover to somebody easier, I guess, but, like, I don't know. Does Johann or Jehovah really need it? Shannon? Again, these substitute units are the last picks for a reason. You are not going to really want to pick them. Okay, Jimka. He has Adept and a Cost, right? He joins with the Killer Bow. Yeah, he's very niche. I could even see him in later. A lot of child units don't want to inherit O's, and the one that does is and by a lot I mean like almost all of them. I mean except like Ideen, and like Ideen Jamka is a thing. It works. If you give Jamka the pursuit ring, that'll be good pairing. He has really good gross. He's alright as a dad. I don't know. Giving him to somebody who has pursuit, the Gyra. That'd work. Gonna make their kids have every frickin' proc field known to man, but you know. I have him in niche picks right now, but like, he's going here. He's behind Arden, I would say. I'd say Arden is here, solely because he doesn't have a player phase. He doesn't have a player phase, and when like the deer, he can't Kanto out of it. He does not have FE4 Kanto, which lets him attack again. Move again after attacking. Yeah, he's just kind of he's really good as a dad. If you really want a dad, like if you want like I don't know, Aranis also has the pursuit like thing where her kids automatically have pursuit. Like, so I've never really tried Aranis Jamka, but like Fee having procs, having like move again skills, and well, said really doesn't need it. Said's pretty strong, but you know, Fee having it is nice. Is he better than dad than Arden? I mean, Arden is good in Gen 1, better than him in Gen 1, but he's better as a dad, I'd say. Just sucks. And I think Arden can at least pass down swords. Lots of kids want sword and lances. Jamka can't do that. Like, they're both gonna suck in combat. I'm gonna say Arden over Jamka because it's funnier. But I would entirely understand if you think Jamka's better than Arden. Ira beats them both though, so yeah. Deirdre. Deirdre is good if you want a better self, which everyone does. Deirdre is also good because she is a healer for like 1.5 chapters, which is something. Deirdre can get money in the arena pretty, like not easily, but like she can give it to Sigurd. She can spam stabs until she can get to level 30. I got her to level 30 in my ranked run on, but it's not even real legit ranked run. It's, again, I told you I modified the game. She has Beering Stab. She can be a warper. She will just kind of help out. She gets like that sleep stave or silence or whatever, but like it matters one time and one time only. Really, she's never really going to be at the front lines to help out there, but she's good at just warping people around. I don't know. She makes self better. I don't know. She's where I was putting Ideen before, right? Like, you know. Except Ideen, like, she has such an availability problem. But she makes self better if she gets trained. Again, I guess I'll put her in niche picks. I'll put her below Lana, because availability. Deirdre, it helps out. She warps. She warps very essentially. But, like, she makes self a lot better. Like, I mean, I don't even know by how much, because she's not the dominant parent. I mean, she makes them better. She does do that. She just, I don't know. It's not like you get Julia. Like, if you were doing rules where you get Julia by getting Deirdre, I would definitely do this, but I'm not doing that. So yeah. I don't know. Anything else I can think to say about her? Oh, Aura's heavy. Aura's heavy. Try to avoid her being in combat because she won't get doubled because like enemies. Neither her enemies don't have pursuit, and Gen 1 enemies don't really have it, but it will mean she gets hit. And yeah, just remember Aura kind of bad. Yeah, same she can't get from Nosferatu. Holm's really good dad, really bad unit. Like, Holm is a really good dad. Really good dad, passes down A swords, really good. But like, yeah. He's a dad. He's a dad and not much else. Dad, not much else goes where Azel is. Thinking about home, he has Holy Blood. 20 HP, 30 skill to whoever you want. Skill's nice, especially on. I mean, like he pests down sword, so like he will mostly be used on a sword unit. His skills are. I know he has Pursuit. Is that it? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna make sure I'm not forgetting home. He has Luna. He has Luna, but it only works on footlocked like sword units. So like Patty would have Luna, which is very funny. You know, he just has Pursuit Luna. He has the 110 HP. Yeah, they're gonna have lots of HP. They're gonna have defense. They're gonna have skill. Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm not even like gonna even really pitch the Balmung glitch, but he technically has that. I don't know. He's gonna win the arena. I'll give whoever he's married to chances to get lots of gold, which will be nice. Yeah, he's just really good dad. He passes down swords. He's better Arden. He's a lot better Arden. Yeah, he can't pass down lances, but like, you know, I don't know. He just has really good inheritance, really good growth rates, but like kind of lacking combat in a favoritism context. He can be good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe give him the Night Ring. I wouldn't, but he'd definitely be able to earn the money for it if you really wanted to favoritism him. But like, you're giving the Night Ring to probably your dancer. Yeah, he's niche. He will be the guy. He will be one of your best guys for any sword unit you really want to have a good sword. Yeah, I don't know. He's good father, good arena unit. He'll definitely get to 20 in the arena. He joins at like level 12, yeah. Yeah, he joins at like level 12. Yeah, again, I can't say too much more about him. He's a guy. Lexus, kind of the easiest and easy first pick. How much of a first pick? She stays around the whole time, have her. But that training period is pretty hard. Yeah, I'm gonna put her here. I think the training period kind of does this, but she gets you the Night Ring, and she gets you the Night Ring usually. You know, I don't remember. I don't know if she dies if you lose the Night Ring. One thing she also does is she can talk to Eldigan. You do not have to kill Eldigan. You can just get around them. Well, I don't know. You don't have to deal with Eldigan, basically, which is pretty huge. I think there are ways to kill him, but it's pretty annoying to do it. Or you have to run around him, go to the forest. She just disables him. If my opponent was playing a draft and they didn't have Laxus, I would debate. I would consider letting you use that. I don't know how hard it is to deal with Eldigan without Laxus. People have obviously done it. It's obviously because she can die. I doubt there is not a way to get around her. But yeah, the main thing you want Alexis for is the Bonkers promotion. The Bonkers promotion and her 2 child units, which are also really good. Yeah, she has child units, and if you don't pick her, not only are you losing a mounted healer, eventually, you are also losing Nana and Dermot. Where is Dermot? He's here-ish. Yeah, Dermot. Which are both relatively good, I would say. I'd say they're pretty good. They use swords, both of them. And yeah, Lexus is good as a mom, and as a unit, a mom, and you know, she just is good all around. I do not think there is a moment that I've ever been like, hey, I wish I didn't have I actually don't like having Lexus this year. She is very nice, and I don't know. I don't know what else I can say about her. Good unit. Speaking of her kids, we have to do her kids now. Nana, first pick. The only match healer in Gen 2 that isn't Leaf, and Leaf is not guaranteed. Leaf is not guaranteed. And unlike Gen 3, you don't really get... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, why did I say Gen 3? My fucking mind is going insane. Like Gen 1, you don't really have as much healing options, I feel. Because there's Deirdre, ID, Ethlyn, etc. I'd say Nana's actually up here. I'd say Nana's above her mom, which is crazy, but like... I'd say Nana's above Do, honestly. Get Lexus for Nana. Because, like, while Do enables units, Nana's, like, very good in Gen 2. She heals your army. She's up there in the front line. She can fight with a good dad. Yeah, she's like Ethlyn, but, like, way better. If you get a Pursuit crazy unit, she's actually... It's like she's a Master Knight without even trying. Yeah, I could even see this. I'm not going to. Because, I believe Gen 1 without, Ethlyn is harder than Gen 2 without Nana. But I do think Nana is very good. Very, very solid unit, and I would not want to play Gen 2 without her or Leaf. You want one of these. And Lexus gets you both. Dermot. Oh wait, no. I have to talk about, what is her name? Is it Jean? John? I don't know. I actually don't know how worse the substitute unit is. They're Troubadour, right? Starts with Iron Sword and Men, so they're mostly going to be mending in that first turn. These growth rates are our growth rates. 30 defense is surprising. 20 magic. That's not bad. 20 magic isn't bad. Female paladin stats are good. I don't know. Yeah, they're worse Nana. They have no skills to speak of. They will not be pursuing or charming. Oh yeah. Oh, these two have charm. These two have charm. They're really good. Charm is really good. Do not sleep on charm. Charm's so good. It'll help you a lot. I can't believe I forgot about charm. Yeah. Is charm better than steel? It's not. Like it's a training period, but Nana doesn't. Nana does not have a training period. She's so good. She's at the F1 of Gen 2. As you all know, she is very good. But I'd say her... Honestly, like... I've not used her, that's the thing. I haven't used her as a substitute. But honestly, I'd say this. She is... Regardless of how good she is, even as a mounted healers are just so nice. They will help you, even like if you are mostly like using foot units and you have the mounted healer in the back, like the mounted healer can help the foot units. They're just really good. And then they have staff experience gain, which is just, it basically guarantees them by level 30 at the end of the game if you use it right. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. She's good. I can't even. I used my Lexus both times that I've like played the early game of Gen 1 with the bargain ban. So like, I was like, oh yeah, she's better than Do because I gave her the bargain ban. But then I have to keep remembering not to do that. Oh, she can inherit things, you know. But like, I don't know. I don't know how bad she is in the arena. That's the thing. I don't know how bad it is to give her gold. It might be really bad. It might be very bad. But like. Men's staff is such a good staff, and she comes with it, yeah. And she only has D rank staffs, so she doesn't even have to buy all the expensive ones. She doesn't have to buy warp. She can live off return. It's 5k. She can visit a village. She'll be placed in like the Leon's area, so she'll be able to get a village, get return because she doesn't have inheritance. And yeah, she has an event with somebody, right? I don't know. Again, I can't. I've not used the substitute units, but I'd say. Yeah, even with my limited knowledge, she's here. If somebody takes Nana, don't worry, you're getting a slightly worse Nana, but that doesn't have charm. But like, they're still gonna heal your units. And again, if you were doing a multiple person draft, I would get her anyway. She seems that good. Okay. Oh, Dermot. Other side of the spectrum. Dermot really requires Dad. That helps him. Because he'd like Pursuit. He'd like Pursuit a lot, actually. He likes Pursuit, but he has Charm. At the very least, he could be a Charm bot. no matter what happens to him, he will always have charm, so therefore he will always he will give 10 hit and avoid to whichever units you want. And that's very good. That is at least a middle pick. It kind of feels stupid to not pair every kid with like their parent, but like I don't know. Well, I said I'm not like I'm not like it's like I'm not doing this for multiple people. If multiple people are watching this, if you're doing a 3-person draft of this game, it might help. It might help you, like, hey, I'm not going to pick this mom for the mom, but I'm going to pick it for the child units. So I've been kind of bumping them up based on if they have child units or not. So it might help you get aggressive about how useful their child units are. Or if you should just be focusing more on the mom, like Dean's case. But yeah, back to Dermot. Dermot is, I'd say, he's an early pick. He has very good availability. Chapter 6, turn 3, I believe. He has swords. He only has swords, but swords are the best weapon type in this game. So it's like saying, hey, I only have axes, and like, I don't know. In a game where axes are good, FE8, I don't know. Can't think. I think FE7 is better axes because paladins use them. Whatever. You know, basically he's like that. He has the best weapon type in the game. If his mom is magical, I mean, if his dad's magical, he can use magic swords. Even if his dad's not magical, he can use magic swords decently well. Enemy res doesn't exist. I'm gonna put him above Finn. I'd say it would, yeah. I think Charm is so good of a skill, and he can just have whatever skill he wants, right? He does not join with Pursuit, yeah, I believe. I believe he does not join with Pursuit. I could be so wrong. If I'm wrong, it'll be funny. But if he joins with Pursuit, he's even better than I thought. No, he joins with Charm. Yeah, just Charm. He will have usually will just have a sword. He only joins with an iron sword, so like try to give this guy a dad that gives swords, because like, even Azel gives swords. Azel gives a sword, not a swords. He gives B swords, I think. I don't know. Azel gives swords. So yeah, if you want to fully lean into the magic swords thing, give Azel like a magic sword. He can have it, you know. But if you want like a more physical sword user like Holm, he could use a blade. He can use the brave sword. He's in the Beowulf class, so Beowulf Dad is also good for him. He can use any of the Beowulf swords that he's been using. Yeah, he's pretty good. I would say, yeah. He's one of your best mounted units. Like, he does take a bit to get off the ground. Like, a good bit, actually. But, like, you're gonna get him with lack assist. He's gonna be pretty free. I don't know. He can do things. Again, he's like a walking terrain tile if the worst comes to worst. Walking terrain tiles are pretty good in a 1RN game. Yeah. Tristan. I've not even thought about you ever. Tristan. What does he do? We're gonna learn together. He is critical. Ooh, critical. Hold on. 130 HP. Oh, but the rest are terrible. He gets adept upon promotion, because that's what. Oh, Dermot also gets adept upon promotion. Yeah, that's what makes him. He can get proc sales. Yeah, Tristan is. He's. I don't know. He only comes with Iron Sword. And Iron Sword's pretty bad. Iron Sword's pretty bad. It's one of the worst weapons in the game, despite being a sword. I don't know. He seems alright. He has critical. He seems like worse Alec. He seems like a hybrid of Alec and Noish. And like even that is being generous. I don't know. I'll put him in niche. I'll put him in niche because he's he has good availability. He has Canter. I'll put him above Azel, honestly. I'll put him here. I'll put him above Holm. He's niche. I could see if you pick him if you want a critical unit. You want a funny critical guy. You didn't have Lewin or Noi, sure. Well, you will have you or leave Quan, I don't know, Altena, whatever. Ethlin, if you don't have a funny critical user, you know, and you want somebody with swords, I don't know. He doesn't seem bad. He does not seem as good as Dermot, but he doesn't seem as bad as you know. I feel like I'm underselling Miracle. You know, I'll do this. I'm sorry, Dermot. I like you. Am I underselling Paragon? I think Gen 1 has less options than Gen 2, so yeah, I'll put Dermot here. Because, I don't know. But, like, Nana and his dad, like, you know, they can have a physical dad or a magical dad. It really doesn't matter. I believe Dermot can thrive either way. That is, yeah, but I think I will prioritize Mr. Availability and Paragon to whatever 2 units you want. Because in draft units, like, you're gonna have Lex obviously father somebody, usually. Lewin. Is this even a question? How much does Forseti matter? How much does Forseti matter? I'd say here. Major Holy Blood. Major Holy Blood. I don't even know exactly. I think it has to get speed, right? So like 40 HP, 60 speed or something. I don't know. I don't know what it gives exactly. It gives stats. It gives stats. Major Holy Blood, good. You get Forseti, or well, you get Forseti if you have Azel. No, if you have Arthur, Corpre, or Seb. Those are 3 potential Forseti users, so you would need to pair him with Tiltu, Aranis, or Sylvia. Which, 2 of these he has lots of love points with, so he will tend to get paired with one of them if you pick them. And if not, Tiltu is even a better choice, because Arthur can promote to get a Forseti on horse. Sounds stupidly funny. I could see this. He doesn't have horse movement. But like when he gets to level 20, he can be a warper, he can be a staff bot, and he'll get to 30 by doing that. He's mainly good as a dad, though. He gives adept, critical. He gives adept and critical, which are both very fun proc feels. It'll basically guarantee an arena win for most cases. Like I did Aaron Lewin, yeah, and Lewin buffs Fee a good amount. Made Fee basically always win the arena, which was fun. Yeah, Lewin's here. Mostly as a dad, but you know. Yeah, I don't think a lot of units go wrong with Lewin dad. He isn't really great physically, but like, even in the ways he's not good physically, he will make them bulk. They will boost their bulk by just having Holy Blood and boost their Void. So. And he gives skills just to save them. So even as a dad for like physical units, like, you know, if for some reason you had Lewin Lachesis and, you know, like Dermot and Nana had this, like they could have used magic swords a whole lot better and just, I don't know, wouldn't be that bad. Lewin's pretty good. I would recommend you get him as an early pick. And again, just Forseti's nice. Forseti's really nice. If you can get Forseti on someone, we'll be very happy because it helps you out. Especially if you get it on Arthur or something. That'd be funny. I've never used it. I've heard it's good. Couldn't tell you, but you know, easiest in my life. Easy. We do not even debate this. We did. If four-way dancer that you can give the leg ring and night ring to. You could either give it to Sigurd, which is the best unit in the game, or you can give it to her, which is not the best unit in the game, but what you do with those things might make her so close to Sigurd it might be like she might be up there. Like if you make her free, I would not blame you. This is in a no free context. I think she's about Ethlin by a little bit because you can just do crazy things with her. I could see what if people do this because not having a healer in the first bit would suck. But you get like a D increase early on, and prologue isn't that hard. Well, meanwhile, if you don't have a dancer, you not only lose out on her, but you lose out on Lean as well. Which, again, not the worst thing. I've heard Layla's a pretty good substitute. She has charm. If you miss Lachesis and her kids, you will have a charm user. But you're gonna want Sylvia. Sylvia has inheritance. She can pass down at least the Night Ring. If you can debate between Sigurd and Self which one gets the Leg Ring, but in a draft context, I would give it to Sylvia because you just get to use more of your units that way, and the whole point of a draft is to use the units you have obviously drafted, and Sylvia will let you do that. She'll have kids, and the good part about Sylvia is the pairing with her really doesn't overly matter. You can pair about just about anyone with Sylvia, and you won't be like being like, dang, I didn't pair Sylvia with somebody, or I don't know. You wouldn't be like, oh, Sylvia only got like, I don't know, like she got Alec, who is like, I guess where Sylvia and Alec pairing is just made just to be like, okay, at least Alec got with somebody, I don't know. Also, they have love points together, so that's very fast. She has love points with Dylan. Sylvia usually gets married. She has love points with Claude, I think. Yeah, that's pairing I used on my playthrough. Basically Sylvia's good. Sylvia's just good. I don't know. Do you need me to tell you the millions of ways that this dancer is good? The dancer's good. Crazy. The dancer's good. Her kids. First of all, yeah. Where do I put her? With inheritance, she becomes bonkers. She basically becomes the late game Sylvia, but you get her way earlier. I'd say this, yeah. I'd say that. You do have to inherit stuff, right? You have to actually feed Sylvia some kills and some leg ring, and you would like to have her just kill the boss who has the leg ring. It's an axe fighter. She'll have a slim sword. It can be dicey, but I've seen it done. If you give her the +3 strength from that village, which sounds crazy, I know, but trust me, she'll like it. It's crazy, I know. I'm the only one who's gonna recommend that, but I actually like training with Sylvia at 30. I did it in my ranked run. That was funny. Yeah, I mean, it's just Sylvia, but like better. She can inherit skills. Mine didn't. I had Claude Dad, but if you have a dad that isn't Claude, she can inherit skills. Yeah, she's a dancer that inherits things that she gets. So she at least is as good as her, and she's around longer, and she can do more things. Because yeah, she joins like a whole chapter earlier, and 4-way dance is a lot more useful in Gen 2, I feel. Especially if you give her the leg ring from chapter 3. Yeah, she's really good. Layla can't inherit. I think that puts her down. She can inherit the night ring or the leg ring, which again, you're at least want to go on the leg ring on this dancer. How much down? They're still a dancer. They have charm. It puts her better than her. Charm is really good. I don't know their exact stats. I don't know if they have anything else. I'm just gonna assume all they have is charm. I'm sorry. Better than Lachesis? No, I think here is about good. I think Lachesis, the reward for training her is good, and then favoritism context like drafts usually tend to be, Lachesis gets better. It's easier to train her, I feel, with more kills on the board. Yeah. Leo's here. I don't know. She'll help you out. You will not be sad to have her. You'll be like, hey, I got this is my substitute unit, but like you don't have to do it with all the Sylvia work too. You can just have Sylvia get all her things, maybe save her till chapter 4 to get a shield sword, and then just you throw her away. I guess. Sorry, Sylvia, it's a bit hard. But that's what you do. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Dancer's good. It's good. Oh, other kids. They have the staffers, and these are Corpore is the last unit I would say is like a last pick. Like, I think he's gonna be the only like non-substitute unit in here. He is a potential user of the Valkyrie staff, but this is also a context that is permitting save states and saving every turn and just reloading. And with that, either save states or reloading, a save you can do, but you get to save a return before. You find the Valkyrie staff is not that great. You can kind of just get around it. I mean, it opens up some funny strategies because dead units that have been brought back to life can move. You basically double their turns, but like because the castle is like not really in range of anyone, he's kind of just gonna be whatever. And because he's Sylvia's kids, his gross aren't that good. He has minor holy blood, I think. Yeah, because Sylvia has minor holy blood. I think. I don't remember in what. I think it's in the same thing Claude is in, and then I doubled up. I think. Again, I can't tell you. He's not great. He joins at level 1 in chapter 9. He recruits Hannibal. I don't give that to him. I'd say if you get Hannibal but don't have Corporate, I'd let you use Corporate to recruit Hannibal, obviously. He'll die to everything. He needs lots of attention. And he has staff EXP. He can level up pretty fast. He is good if you somehow missed. Well, if you have Lana, yeah, Mana's better than him, right? Lana joins earlier. You'll have the staffs by then. Yeah. I think this, even with whatever staff she inherits, she joins earlier. She can get the money by then. She can get a lover. She could totally get a lover by chapter 9, right? There has to be some event that gets her love points. I believe, yeah. I think she also has something for self, but not as strong as Lana. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Corpus here. But worse than the Sword Twins. He gets magic upon 20. Which the Sword Twins don't have, but the Sword Twins have so much, in many ways of overkill, it's not even funny. I'm gonna put him down here. I think I'll be nice to the Sword Twins. And everything good about Corpore, imagine that but worse. That is Charlot, I believe his name is. Charlot is about what you would expect of a guy who has staves at also level 1. He gets a Berserk staff, which you think would be interesting, but it isn't. Because, I don't know. I think it requires higher res or magic, and I mean, the enemies you'd want to Berserk usually have high magic, because you want to usually Berserk, like, I don't know, somebody with... Like, I think I've heard Hell is you like using Hell, which is, there's a funny Berserk Edge strategy, like, hitting a Hell Mage, and then you like Hell's Julius, I've heard, I don't know. I don't know how it works, I've heard that strategy once, and I found it really funny. And Charlotte can't do that because his magic is bad, and I don't think he can hit through the guy's res. I don't know. He's worse Corpore, and Corpore's already... I put him in a last pick situation for a reason. There's a reason you get Sylvia, and it's not for Corpore. Yeah. I don't know. Does Charlotte have any skills? No, I'll try. I'll try to save this man. Anything over Corpore. Charlotte... I'm trying. I'm learning about him right now. He has Paragon? If it was on any other character, he joins as a physics staff, but Corpore also does that. Oh, this poor Baba. Poor Baba unit. He has 50% magic. He joins with 11 magic. I don't know. He's less. He might honestly be here. He's less of a trained. Like, you'd have to give this guy the Paragon. I don't know. I'll do this. I'll be very nice to the boy. I didn't realize he had Paragon. I wish it was on any other unit, but... I'll be nice to him. Be a wolf. Finally, a dad. A dad that's good. Be a wolf. I could see a world where I do this. Early pick. But he joins late. He has less availability. He has really good skills. He gets, he passes down A swords if promote him, which I assume you would in a draft. He costs 10,000 gold, which you think would be a bad thing, but it means in his inventory he starts with 10,000 more gold. So he actually joins at a really good gold count. You can arena train him in that chapter, and in chapter 3 he will have a lot of gold he'll be able to use with whoever you really want to have him. You could even get him like the Paragon Ring for either by killing the boss, because he joins like close to it, or but with arena money and probably some do help to have a Paragon Ring by chapter 3. I think you can really promote him like mid chapter 3 if you do that. Even if you just use it for one arena battle, or one arena session, not battle. I think he's pretty good. Yeah, he joins it like what, 10, something like that. He has really good skills. He's a really good dad. Honestly, if like we were rating them on how good of dads they would be, he'd be like up here. He helps Lachesis. He helps a lot of units. Helps Bridget. Helps Aranus' children already have pursuit, so he helps her last. But like, I don't know. Acosta's kind of funny. The set doesn't want swords, and basically any child who wants swords, which is I don't know. I guess Ira. I guess I don't know. He helps. He's a good unit, and basically he's a good pairing for Alexis. That's kind of what he's good at, and he does that pretty well. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much. He has less of join time than Noishin Alec. I will say that. And Madir is also, again, he has less of a join time than these guys, and I could see why you'd penalize him for that. But, like, he's a good parent. He helps. He's pretty easy to use. I feel. I've always liked Beowulf the most out of all of these. I mean, I've liked Noish and Beowulf pretty much equally. And I can see the ups and downsides. But I feel like Beowulf's downsides are he basically is the foolproof, like, you know, like he's your safety button. If one of these calves turned out bad, he usually replaces them. So yeah, use Beowulf. He's good. He has pursuit. He passes down pursuit. He has a cost. Passes down a cost. Pretty good skills. Has swords. Passes down swords. I feel like I'm retreading the same ground, but you know, I'm just justifying it to myself, and I feel like this is okay. Ernest could do the and said. So I feel like we already know where she's going. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I know Quan makes this one better, but like this just feels right to me. Balances out. Ernest. I'm gonna actually do something like this. I'm gonna do that, right? I think Fee is up here. Fee helps you a lot in Gen 2. On Chapter 6, she's one of your 2 good units, the other one being Seliph. Oh wait, no, he's on that map. She's one of your 3 good units, the other one being Orphe and Seliph. I think. I mean, Dermot's there, but like, Dermot at the beginning is a bit of an uphill climb. Fee usually gets good skills. Fee at least has pursuit. Dermot does not guarantee that pursuit. And, oh yeah, Aranis. She's the one who has Fee. So she's already pretty good. I would put her above Lulin, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But I wouldn't put her above Idane. I think Idane's pretty good. I think Idane's actually better than I'm giving her credit for. I think Dermot's better than Aranis, though. Her kids will always have pursuit, because that's her personal skill. She don't get any other personal skills until she promotes, and then she gets Adept. She gets these stabs, too. Once you get her to 20, you either a staff spam shenanigans you do to always get her to 30. She can use lances and swords, the 2 best weapon types. The main thing she kind of suffers with is she can't use roads, and that kind of sucks. But she does have Kanto, so that doesn't suck. Promoted Falcon Knights don't get an extra move, unlike Altena's Draco Knights. That kind of sucks, but you know, Aranis is a good unit. She has really fast love with Lulin, but she also is just really good of a mom for Because she has a physical and a magical kid, and she can be a good mom to, like, you know, she basically can pair with anyone. She's not the hardest to pair with, because, again, even if they don't have pursuit, like when I showed it here, there are pairings that just work. And, like, she's very easy to pair for, because she is not crippled by needing pursuit. And she has fee. She has fee, again, as I've said. I think that's probably her main selling point, honestly. I really like how Fee plays. I think Fee is really good and very easy to train, and I just had more fun using Fee than I did with Aranez, and Aranez gets me Fee, so this might be my most biased pick, because I don't know how useful Flyer Utility is in Gen 2, but I feel like it's a lot more than Gen 1, so I'm gonna put her here. I could see here. I could see, like, I don't know. You think she's worse than Finn? Fine. I think she's better than Finn right now. So yeah, I'm going to do this. And people get mad at me for it. Hermina. I get to learn what Hermina does. Also, she has Sad, by the way. Sad's pretty good. If you get her, you get 2 good units. So yeah, I feel like that helps her a lot. I think that actually puts her over John. I've been trying to do moms on her own. It doesn't work. In this context, moms get you kids by my rules. If you had 3 or more people, it wouldn't, but based on how I'm imagining this draft, it would. And so yeah, she just becomes good because of that. Question Hermina. Googling time. My favorite. Hermina seems cute. Okay, she joins with Adept, which means she doesn't have to get it upon promotion. But it also means she just, you know, she doesn't get any skill upon promotion. She gets these stabs, that's dual Pegasus Knights. She joins with Slimlands Berserk Sword. I don't know, she has growth rates. She has a skill which some substitute units don't have. She's kind of like Flyer Utility. That's what she seems. She's like Fee if you took out all the good upsides Fee can have, which is a lot of them. I'll put her here. I still think having a flyer is nice. I think she is. Yeah, I think she's worse than Alec. Alec helps. Alec helps consistently. I mean, as a substitute, you'd help consistently. I don't know. She has Kanto. She has Adept. She does. Oh, she doesn't have Pursuit. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I don't know why they just left my range. She does not have Pursuit. I'd say niche pick then. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying with these substitute units to try and be nice. I'd say here. I think Lana can be really good if you set her up, but I think Hermina, she can give you any stuff you want in the first in chapter 6, which is already nice. It just ensures you have a staff. That's also why Nana's good. Nana ensures you at least get return. You're gonna want return. Oh yeah, that Lana also ensures you also get warp, which is ooh. I mean, I guess you could put it in Deirdre, right? Does Julia get Deirdre's inventory? I don't know. I think she might. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sidetracked. But yeah. I think Amara's here. There are things you can do with her. I'm sure Flyer Utility comes in somewhere, even if it's FE4 and they don't have the extra road movement. And she has a depth. She has a proc skill. And proc skills are just help you get through arena, get gold, all that stuff. Oh yeah, Ed! I keep forgetting him. You shouldn't. He's good. He's Mr. Forsetti, or well, he was for me. He does not always have Forsetti. He could be just a really good pre-promote. But he comes with light. Light's nice. Light is very light, obviously, and it has effectiveness. He does not have that magic unit shot problem that sometimes in the arena they run into the Dark Mage, and the Dark Mage says, no, you're actually not progressing past this point. Do not pass go, do not collect your $200. Yeah, Sad is pretty okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put a middle pick. I love how it's all the horse units and Sad. Sad's a reliable staffer if you somehow did not get any of them. He has B rank stabs. He joins with pretty good weapons. He joins with like Elven Blight and think maybe something else. No, actually, I think I had heard of that. I was gonna say it comes with lightning, but I think Lou just had it as a random spell. He does that. He defends a castle. He's pretty good at defending the castle. That doesn't obviously contribute. You will always have Pursuit, because Aaron has Mom. And yeah, you can build for him. He doesn't even really need magic. I've come to feel, because again, he just starts with Elwind, which is one of the most good tomes in the whole game. Yeah, he's good. He's a good unit. I'd say he's slightly above Alec. I feel, maybe. I don't know. I just don't like Alec. That's what I've learned. I'm gonna keep Alec and Noise together. I think that's funny. But I'll put Zed here. I think he just... if you're even in a slower context, yeah, this is a slower context, so you know you're gonna get used out of Zed. There's no world you don't get used out of Zed. Even if it doesn't have Forsetti, he's still going to be a reliable magic user who has pretty good stats. And Aranis is just easy mod pair for, so he will, like, he's at least going to have 8 ad, and no matter what it is, it could be Ardent ad, and just, you know, he's bulkier then, you know? Again, I think Zed is good. Oh yeah, and Hawk. I have to learn what Hawk does. Hawk. My voice is going out. I don't know how long I can do it. I can check that. I can check how long I'm doing this one. An hour 30. Wow. I can yap. I can yap. Real long. This might be multiple parts if I decide to edit this. I don't know if I am. Oh! Ow! Hawk joins with Pursuit Adept. Oh, he only joins with Lightning, right? Or just said only join with Lightning. I think he only joins with Lightning. I think I just had an Evelyn odds. Okay, so he doesn't join with Evelyn. I'm sorry, Zed. I should give you credit for that. But Lightning's still a good tome. It's effective against a lot of things. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not the most familiar with the game, but he joins with a Pursuit. He joins with a Pursuit Adept. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's like slightly worse Zed. It's slightly worse Zed paired with Lewin. He doesn't get Adept from Aranis. Yeah, I just put Hawk right next to him. Again, Zed is definitely better. But Hawk is just... Hawk doesn't seem that bad from what I'm looking at. Yeah, he has Pursuit Adept, he has Stabs, he joins at a decent level. I'm not looking at Zed, right? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not looking at Zed. This is what he looks like. Yeah, he seems pretty good. He seems... Yeah, I don't know. Again, I could be completely wrong. I've not used the substitute characters yet. If I'm wrong, tell me why Hawk is actually trash, and he should be right here with Corpore. Okay, I think that's everyone. So we're almost done Gen 1, and like because I've been doing the child use along with them, we're almost done the video. Almost. It's gonna go on 30 more minutes. I hope you like FE4 rambling. Bridget has the UFL. Well, gets the UFL. She joins with like a steel bow, I think. She is fighting pirates. She's pretty good at like avoiding the pirates. The pirates aren't gonna really kill her. She has her children, Faval and Patty. And I think this is a niche pick. Which is kind of crazy, but like, hear me out. I think she's actually worse than Azelle, but above Tristan. What did Tristan do again? I made him better in home, that I liked him. Oh, Kanto availability, good horse unit. I don't think he had a Pursuit though. I'm gonna look it up. I'm sorry, I like changing the placements once I think about things. He had critical. Okay, yeah. Critical's not as good as Pursuit, obviously, but it made me I think I'll keep this, yeah. I'll keep him above Holm. Holm's just really good as a dad. He's good as... You're gonna be using Tristan. But yeah, back to Bridget. Bridget, she gets the UFL. UFL's, in my opinion, the weakest of the holy weapons. It's locked to 2 range. You can't really use it that much. Yeah, well, I mean, you can, but like Bridget's not going to be going much places with it. Doesn't really have a skill. It has renewal, but like, if your archer's getting hit, you're kind of doing something wrong. I think she has pursuit, but it's like as a class skill, so our kids don't get it. I think. I don't know. Does she even have pursuit? I thought because Patty doesn't get pursuit. I know that much. So it's either a class skill or she just I somehow forgot she get it. But I think she has it. I don't know. She's not great. She does give you Patty, which it's something you like. You can build a Patty. You can do something there. Faval also kind of suffers this issue, which I'll do right now. I'll have Faval here. Below Jemka, above Lester. All the bow guys here. Including Arden, all the bow guys. Faval gets you inheritance, so you can give killer bows to Lester and Dimna, which is why I'm putting him above them. But like, and he also joins with the Ufel. But again, the Ufel's just not that good. It's not that good. And just she joins so late. She joins so late as an archer when you already have Jemka. Jemka already doesn't feel that good as an archer. Archers just are not great in FE4. They can't do a lot of the things, like, because a lot of the maps are outdoors. Just a lot of the safe places you could put them, like behind like walls or like behind your front units. The enemies just can move around them. They can just move around them and hit them. And they like hitting bow guys, even if it's the worst thing in a position. Like, that's why Medeir's up here. He feels like Medeir has Provoke, and these guys don't want to have Provoke. They want to just kind of do their thing. But like, again, she has the Ufel. She joins at a point where like she's gonna come before chapter 4, and you're gonna want somebody to kill the Pegasus Knights, and she can do that. I don't know. I'm putting up here very nicely because she has kids. Because she has Patty mostly. Patty is I'd say she's a middle pick. Maybe even early. It depends. My Patty wasn't really built. I could have given her the bargain ring or something. I feel like I should have. I feel like Patty with bargain ring is actually up here, so give your Patty the bargain ring instead of giving it to Laxus like my blatant favoritism does. I'd say bottom of early picks, actually. I could see it, yeah. I could see bottom of early picks. Thieves just enable your army. So if you get Bridget, you're at least not suffering, because you'll have Patty. You have somebody who helps your army out a whole lot. But yeah. She's not... She has a sleep edge. I think, Daisy might also come with it. That's not Daisy I hovered over. Daisy's the one with the big ribbon. There's 2 of them with the big ribbon. One of them's better. But yeah, Patty gives gold. She has a fast support with Shannon, so she could give Shannon gold to repair the ball among. I don't know. Shannon can also use the Thief Sword. She'd want to be paired with somebody who uses the Thief Sword so they can just dump more gold into Patty. Patty gives it to the army. That's what I did. It works out pretty well. But that's something you can do with Do also. Pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna want to use your use Patty a lot more. So also when thieves get to rogue and to rogue, they get pursuit. So that's also very nice for Patty. Patty likes having pursuit. Not really like they're a combat unit, but like I don't know, it gives them more chances to steal if it's inaccurate. But yeah, I don't know. Patty's nice. You're going to want a thief in Gen 2, and I've heard Daisy is okay, but she kind of just can lack, I feel, compared to somebody who could inherit swords, by the way. Like that, also Bridget is weird because Bridget gives bows to her son. But her father, the father gives to the daughter, which they don't usually do. They usually give to the one that matches their gender. I think the only one different like that is Ethelyn. But yeah, it's Ethelyn and Patty. I mean, Ethelyn and Bridget. So if you give like Bridget like Hone or something, they can pair it and Hone, be a wolf, something like that. Patty can inherit actual swords, and she will benefit from that. She will benefit from having actual swords she can use. Maybe they have crit, and you could just kill enemies with that. I don't know. That's something. I'm putting her here, mostly because Thief's good. They could support the army. She doesn't have Bargain like Dew does, so Dew's really up here because Bargain good. Bargain really good. She doesn't have that. Claude. Claude is very niche. Claude is here. Which is weird, because you think, hey, Claude's dad. Claude has Holy Blood. Claude has the Valkyrie staff. Claude joins at level 20. He'll always get to 30. If you're not getting him 30, you're gonna... He has 10 Fortify uses, you know? You can get to 30. But Claude has no skills. Claude is a magic dad, when being a magic dad really isn't the most desired thing in the world. Claude also just doesn't pass down anything you'd want, really. Like, magic dads are what? Magic dads are Aranis. I mean, magic moms. No, magic moms are Aranis, right? You can give said stuff with your, like, C rank magic. Yay. I don't know. I think he's worse than Deirdre. I think he can warp, but like, you have Lewin, you have freaking Tailed who can warp. He can warp first, but you're gonna have one of these guys can warp. Dean, Lachesis. I mean, if you don't draft him, again, he's a niche pick for that reason. If you don't draft him, you're gonna get him eventually. He's gonna use stats. He can get you the rescue staff, I guess. He can do that. I guess he's better than Deirdre and Flyer Utility. That. Poor Flyer Utility. Her name's most of the time. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna put him above Lana, because Lana has more availability in Gen 2. Claude. I think Claude has like slow love curse with a lot of people too. Like, Sylvia Claude is a pain, and I did it. And I did it specifically in a more ranked context. Again, I hacked the game, so trust my words with grains of salt. But you know, there we go. Claude's fine. He helps. He's not the worst. Can't really say much when he's like IDing with all the upsides. He's budget IDing. He also has 0 skills, just like IDing. So he's not gonna give you anything. Just gonna give you Holy Blood, and I guess 40% HP is nice, and like I think he has like res. I don't know. He's a guy. Tail 2 gives you child units. How worthful is that? It depends. If you have Lewin and Tail 2, you could get Horsetti, and Horsetti is Horsetti on a horse. That's pretty good. If you don't have Tiltu, you're not really gonna feel it too much. I'm gonna put her in niche picks. I'm gonna put her near Azel. I think her kids are really nice. I think Wrath is pretty good. Doesn't she have another skill, or am I going insane? I'll actually look up Tiltu. I thought she only had Wrath. I could be wrong. Yeah, only Wrath. That thing about Tailtu kinda is her daughter joins as like a mage, so she doesn't inherit Thoron. So you kind of want Tailtu to get to use Thunder or something to like build crit on that instead of Thoron, when she'd actually rather build crit on. I think Linde gets her Thoron, so if you could use her without like you know, I don't know. If you could use her and like have like Linde just have it, That'd be cool. I don't know. So again, if you're doing a 3-person draft and that was your role at school, you can draft Teltu and Linde. No, it's not Linde. Linde's the FE1 one. Linda, I believe. I don't know. Easily, she's fine. She has kids. Arthur, I feel, is here if you build him right. If you don't build him right, I think he's still here. I think he's still better than Zell. I think her Holy Blood is better. He actually starts with a magic growth, or he more often than not starts with the magic growth. You can do Claude, Tiltu, Azel. Again, the magic dads aren't really in huge supply, like especially Azel and Claude. So like, you can give her one. The kids are only really gonna need Wrath. Again, because you can put them in kill range and they'll just one-shot everything because there's no res, and crit formula in FE4 is bonkers. Doubles your attack stat. Yeah, I put Arthur here, but like at the very, very bottom end. Very bottom end. Like if you... he is mostly here because of the possibility of Corsetti. If you don't have that, yeah, Arthur feels like he struggles. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about Delta. She joins very under level too, and she doesn't get the horse. But I think her kids are overall better. Actually, no. Bridget has a better kid. Tristan has more comment. I'm sorry, Teltu. I try. Holmes a better father. Lana has more utility, and I don't think Arthur. I think Arthur goes here, and Teltu goes right with Claude. I think Claude goes down one actually, and yeah, I think this is fine. I don't know how much I'd change this. Do I do this? She has Canto, but no Pursuit. But you also don't have Pursuit. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be happy with it for right now. It's hard because some of these units I have not used. And I've not used a lot of these units with their actual vanilla gross, which, you know, that kind of affects it a little bit. Also, other kids. You have... Again, she has that kind of thunder rank. She has Wrath. And if you get her, she's getting another skill when she's with Claude. Then in that case, she has Holy Blood. I am gonna do some rearranging. She does have staff utility. Also, they both Teltu and Tinny have staff utility. But I think Larce and Ulster go in bottom of last picks, and I'm very sorry about that. But like, it sucks because I know there's gonna be more last picks. But I think I like how this looks more. And I think Tinny's at the above Ulster. No, and Lester, sorry. I think Tinny's actually right here. Because she can warp. She has Wrath. She has things she can do. She's a female partner in Gen 2. Actually, I'll move Larce off, but I'll keep Ulster down here. Because she can give gold. Or well, she has to be married to do it, but she can do it. And that'll help. Our partner is kind of joined late, like I did said, and like, they paired that final chapter, so I don't know how useful that is. And my set had Forsetti, which she repaired. I don't know. I'll put Larce here. I'll be nice. Again, she has uses, but like I think Linda's better. Also, I did this one completely out of order. I didn't do the substitute first. Surprise! Surprised everyone, even myself. My voice is actually starting to ache a little bit from all this talking, so I'll try to speed it up for my sake. Yeah, she joins with, oh, she has Paragon and Wrath? And fucking Minor Holy Blood? What the fuck? This unit might just be better fucking... I think Tinny goes here. I think she gets everything. Yeah, she's a Thunder Maid. Like, Teltu. She basically Teltu. What the fuck? Yeah, That's Daisy, by the way. I'm fucking... That's Daisy! I didn't do Daisy. You didn't do Daisy? Oh, I am so out of it. I am so sorry. Okay, this is Linda. I am sorry, everyone. I've made some mistakes. I think Linda goes... And she has Paragon, by the way. She has Paragon, so I think Linda actually goes here. I think this is nutty, but I think this is what I'm going to do. I feel like I've not used you. I can't really say this with confidence. Okay, Ira's actually pretty reliable in the first gen. If you need a boss killer, Ira does it, but after she takes her time getting there. But Linda, you know what? Yeah, if I get you next, if I ever do a draft after this video, I'll see if I'll use Linda. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I have all the child units. I'm so sorry. I'm like, yo, I still have child units left. When I'm getting to them, and I'm getting to them now. Okay, who next? I'll go to Arthur, because I just did today, but I'm sorry, Bridget child units. Yeah, I'm sure you're very good because I forgot you. Right? Totally. Like a mid? I think it's a mid. I think Arthur's is a mid. Which makes me feel like he's going to be not a middle pick. A mid. I'm looking. He has Adept. He's a Wind Mage. He starts with Wind. Wind is the best magic weapon type. He has Minor Holy Blood. He has 40 magic, 50 skill, 40 speed. These are not bad growth rates, no bulk, but he has 90 HP. That kind of makes up for it. Does he become Mage Knight? Oh, he does not. He becomes a Mage Fighter. Ooh. He does not get a horse. Yeah. I was thinking he was gonna be good. That's a shame. I'll put him here in niche in case you need a magic god. Like, he has a... No, I shouldn't even do that. I'm sorry, buddy. I think you're better than the last picks. I think you're genuinely better than, like, Ulster. I mean, Ulster has inheritance, but, like, okay, Ulster. I'm not putting him back up there, actually. We need some not substitute child units in this tier other than Corpore. He needs more friends. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna put Larsa at the top because boss killing in Gen 2 is easier because of inheritance. But I'll keep him mid here. He can become a staffer. No, he can't. Oh, he can't. Ooh, he cannot. I thought this Bard. No. Okay. I guess see swords be fire. Huh? What happened to his wind? Oh, he just doesn't gain anymore. He just stays at B. Okay, doesn't lose B. Early game mage is, again, he has Adept, but he doesn't have Pursuit. Put him here. I don't know. Fucking. I'll have Ulster above Tene. And this guy. I just don't see their contributions as meaningful, I guess. I don't know. This list could be so wrong, but like, who knows? I don't know. Patty Kids, baby. I completely forgot about them. Maybe because I didn't play with these units. How much worse is Daisy than Patty? That's the question that I'm learning today. My voice is killing me. I did not believe I was going to do this for 2 hours, but here we are. Miracle? Sleep Edge? Maybe good? Maybe good question mark? She gets pursued upon promotion. Wait a second, hold on. Yeah, she has Sleep Utility. I love going to the subject, like, because I'm like on the stupid fandom wiki. Don't know why I choose that. Like, it's like I like skimmed, like I scrolled down a bit too far and saw the subjective analysis. Like, Daisy's one of the worst units ever. Like, not worst, but weakest. I don't know. I think the futility like saves her. She can't be that bad. She can. There are definitely situations where you get her to steal stuff. I don't think she's as good as Patty, because Patty again, as all child units do, have the chance to get inheritance. I think that kind of actually hurts her to the point where even not like inheriting like a skill to help her out, like at least get her arena levels or arena gold that she could give to other units. Kind of hurts, but she does have Miracle. There are arena shenanigans she can do because she has Miracle. And I think these are just good enough that I would put her. I'd put her slightly under Madeir. Yeah. Actually, I'd put her under all the calves. I think the calves should just stay together. These are your solid units. You like them. And, you know, Daisy, well, she does help out. I don't know. You want at least one of these guys. And, well, you're either going to get Patty or Daisy based on my rules. So, yeah, like, if you don't get Daisy, you get Patty, which is, you know, I don't know. These are good. Yeah, I can't really say much more. I don't even remember this guy's name. I think it's Asalo, right? No. Oh, that's bad for me. Come on. Show me it somewhere. I missed an A in the name. It's Asalo or whatever the fuck. I did forgot an A. He has Pursuit, has Charge. No, you fell. That kind of says it all, doesn't it? Yeah, that kind of says everything. No Holy Blood either. Oh yeah, that. Also, sorry, I forgot that switches me off the tier list. Oopsies. Oopsies. No, you fell for Faval, and Faval is already down here. He has skills, which is something for a substitute unit. But again, Bo's bad. Cradine, I think he goes above. Dolvin has bulk, but like they all have pursuit over him. I don't know. He has charge, but like they don't get adept, but like swords are better than bows, and he doesn't even have like the killer bow until because he would join when Faval joins, but he won't inherit. So unless you have a Lester who inherited a killer bow and you want to give it to this guy, which why would you? Oh no, I don't see him. I don't see him doing that well. It sucks. Like it's a substitute unit and it's all he had skills and I'm like maybe he'll be good and it doesn't look it. Yeah, I think that's my placement of him. I could be wrong. But yeah, I think that's every fucking child unit substitute now. Now we have the Self, which is also going in second tier. Self enables your units, but also, you know, because he has those authority stars, he has 2 of them now. I mean, he has 3, but because the first one's effect is like nothing, he basically has 20% in avoid to all units in his range. Not in his range, in 3 tiles from him, so he is basically charmed but better. So yeah, use Self a lot. Also, you're going to want to use Self, because until he gets mounted, he'll be kind of struggling. Again, you should have Self ideally promoted by Chapter 7. Or like the end of Chapter 7. You know, like start at Chapter 8, end of Chapter 7, all that stuff. if you can give him the Paragon Ring, inherit it from Sigurd, have him promote, you will be much better for it. Self is good. He is very good. In fact, he should be the one seizing all your castles. I mean, he's the only one he sees, but he should be the one doing the final hit to the boss and seizing the castle on that same action. If whenever possible. Yeah, he's really good. I would recommend highly training Seliph. Like, if he's not a Marth, you train Seliph. You train him really well, and you just put everything good on Seliph if you can. But yeah, he sort of enables lots of units also, because again, authority stars, and just your unit's going to follow with Seliph because he usually is going to the main objective, so, you know, he's just good. And units that can enable him, he usually pays him back by killing shit. And he's good at that. Okay. Anyway, next up is Wafy. Wafy's an early pick, yeah. I'd say Wafy's a pretty decent early pick. He's pre-promote. He minor holy blood and swords, which use A-rank swords. I think he's just a paladin. He's not anything special, so you know he's gonna have pretty low caps. But like, he's not really gonna cap. I don't think. Like, again, I played it with modified gross, and Wafy was pretty good in that with modified bases and gross. He actually had a lot more higher bases than like all my other units because again, due to the way inheritance works, you can't really modify their bases, and I had all, I don't know. Sorry, not experienced a lot of people would get, but yeah, Wafy's really good. I'd say Wafy is about with Dermot. He doesn't have any authority stars. Dermot doesn't. No one does except himself, but Dermot has charm. He doesn't. I put a lot of weight in charm. Charm has gotten that, and he had a lot of binds. And his and Nana's and stuff stack. Wafy is kind of just damage. He could use magic swords for it though. I really liked how he used the plain sword. I found it nice, and he is critical. Critical's very nice, and he has pursuit also. Again, all really nice things. Wafy has a good collection of skills, and just use Wafy if you get him. He's very good. He is very consistent. He helps you out. He has mounted movement. He keeps up with Seliph, and you know, he's a FE4 pre-promote, and they're all. As you can see, the lowest one. I mean, I guess technically the lowest one is Bridget, but like the lowest real one is said. Oh wait, I guess Claude. I don't know. The pre-promotes are good. None of the later picks are pre-promotes. I don't think. Fuck it. Yeah, pre-promotes good. Well, none of them are yet. I'm sorry, Hannibal. But yeah, use Wafy if you get him. He's a good pick. I would recommend it. Yeah. I think between Finn and Wafy, Finn is only here because of availability. But if Wafy joined in Chapter 2, I think he'd be better, obviously. He's technically with you the whole game, but you know, who cares? He's good. Julia, I don't know how you killed Julius without Julia. I've heard it's possible, so therefore I'm not. I could see her being a free pick. I could see her just joining Sigurd Self. I don't know how you do it. I think there's a Helmage. I don't know how you do it besides the funny Helmage strat, though. I know Self did 2 damage to him. I was able to get the kill. The final kill. I did that. Because she had Cat Magic. And put him like at like 5 HP. I had Lester use Killer Bow crit. Not crit. Just use Killer Bow, and that didn't work. He sent himself and seized. I don't know. I wanted to get the final hit with Lester for some fucking reason. But yeah. Julia is a staffer if you don't get Lana. That's good. She has a men's staff. That's good. She has B-rank staffs. That's good. She promotes and gets fucking crazy stats. That's good. Yeah, I really like Julia. I would consider her like Ideen, kind of better than Ideen, but like Ideen came with child units, which, you know, boosted her up. She doesn't come with child units. Give her. Put her here. Put her below. I'll put her above Madeir, actually. Above Madeir, I'm sorry, it's not that. Put her above Beowulf, actually. I'll put her next to Quan. I think Julia just being really reliable against Final boss is nice. She's a healer if, like, you know, you get no inheritance. She might be able to inherit Deirdre stuff. I'm not sure. I know she inherits. No, she doesn't inherit Aura because you have to either go get Aura. She might not inherit it. She might have no inheritance, which in that case kind of sucks. But again, I don't know. She seems good. She can get Nosferatu if you go to do the other house, like if you switch your order of the houses, which I think Nosferatu is better than Aura, which I got. That weighs Julia down. Nosferatu does also, but yeah. I think she likes it both. I don't know. She has Adept. Adept's not nice. It helps her get through the arena when she normally couldn't. She has light magic, which is also helps her get through the arena. I don't know. I like Julia. She'll get to level 30 regardless. Good stabs. I don't know. I might be ranking her too high, but like, again, if you don't get Nana, if you don't get Leaf, if you don't get anyone, you're gonna want somebody, and Julia can be that somebody. Johann or Johalver. So, like the job units, if you pick one, you get the other one. And I'm gonna do something that people are gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna put them at around equal playing field. And I haven't even used Joe Halver. I think it's a name. I don't know. I'm gonna put them both in niche. A bit like at the bottom of niche, like here, yeah. Because I have used Johann. I think me and the person I played F4 with both used Johann, and they're fine. The problem is X's are just not good in Gen 2, like at all. Gen 2 axes just feel so much worse than they do in Gen 1. Like, the game's like, okay, the game is harder, we can throw more better enemies at you, and that really affects the axe units. And they're not Lex. They are not Lex. They do get the Brave Axe a lot earlier, especially if you didn't get the Brave Axe because you didn't know it was there. They don't have his Holy Blood, I don't think. I'm pretty sure they don't have it. I could be wrong. Well, it doesn't feel like they have it. They definitely don't have Paragon, which is the thing you want most on. I mainly use them as like a give gold to Larce, and like Larce's down here, and like I was using Larce mostly for fun, and I was doing a ranked one. Like, I don't know. These guys are kind of the same. If you recruit this one, you get to more easily go to the Nosferatu house, which I wish I had done. I probably would have recruited this one. He gets bows in arena too. He could actually probably clear arenas a lot better than Johann. He is footlocked. This one's footlocked. I think he has a better skill though. I think Johann only has Vantage? I don't know. They're both pretty bad, but like, I don't know. I think I'm being too nice to you. You could probably go down. I think you're better than Lester, better than Fall. No, you're probably the same level as Fall, but better than Lester, because like if you go Lester, it means Lana's get screwed. Yeah, and I think Johann's like here, but like if you put him in the top later, if you put him like right where Iroh is, I would not be surprised. Okay, and Shannon. Shannon is at Ira tier, but like even more. Shannon can fucking do damage, and he does it pretty well. And you can get some kills on that Balmung, and that Balmung will start doing all the work for you. Shannon with the Balmung pretty good. Holy weapons in Gen 2 are very nice. Some of the bosses are filled with bullshit, and there's no way to get around that. And Shannon does what he does. He has Adept as a male swordmaster, and he has Astra, he has Balmung. If he has a lover nearby, he can get crits. He has a lot of things. They could just let him tear through the... God, attacks, and he likes doing it. And for that reason, I'm gonna put him. I'm probably gonna put him top of middle. I think he's better than Quan. No, I actually don't. I do not think. In fact, I'm debating this again. I'll do this now that the chairs are balanced out. So Quan's moved a bit. Quan's just shaky for me. I think about here. You know, Shadon's a good middle pick. If you picked him at like I'm like right now remembering. Oh yeah, I could have told you what all these tiers did, but like I feel like their names speak for themselves. First picks are the ones you pick in the first rounds. Early picks, sorry, but yeah, you know, I could see myself picking it in like round like I don't know 5. Like I'm like okay, give me Shannon, yes. And 5 might be a bit early, you know, like 6 or 7. You know, you always like having a holy weapon, and Shannon is the holy weapon. He's not as good as Versetti or as Mistletoe or Tearfang, but he is a good holy weapon user nonetheless. Then we have Leaf, and is this even a debate? Yeah. Nana, I think Nana, yeah. Leaf is in some ways easier than Lachesis to get going, in some ways harder. Lachesis she has staff access, which Leaf doesn't get. But Leaf has one more chapter of Arena and the ability to use the Paragon Band a lot earlier. And I feel like that makes Leaf about on equal terms of difficulty to train with Lachesis. And you get Patty, and like, you know, about the time you get to... I don't know. I think Leaf is about here, and Master Knight is even better in Gen 2, because, you know, you can just go ahead. And Leaf is the best rescue staff user in the game. If you get the rescue staff in Chapter 10, I believe. It's either 10 or 9. I think it's 10. And when you get the rescue staff, even if you didn't get it from Ideen, Leaf just is a second dancer, basically. He will carry you through things, and he can carry your dancer through things, which is very good, because you can get even more dancing. He is very good, and he is the only mounted rescue staffer in the game, because rescue staff is A rank, and he's the only mount to use A rank staffs, because he's a Master Knight. And yeah, he's very good. I consider Leaf to be one of the best units in the game. He has just high stats all around. He has Adept Critical. He can inherit the Pursuit Ring if Ethlyn has it, because again, Ethlyn gives her son the inventory. So if you wanted to do some really crazy Ethlyn inheritance, I mean, you lose out on the Pursuit Ring, but in Gen 1, not a lot of characters need the Pursuit Ring besides for inheritance. Like, it is hard to think of a... Like, I don't know. Noish likes it. Noish likes it. Like, I don't know. It's hard to think of one. Lex doesn't really need it because Brave Axe, yeah. So if you just want to get rid of the Pursuit Ring for Gen 1, Ethlyn could buy it. I feel like that would make Leaf even better, because his training would be so much easier. Because Pursuit Adept Critical is what, like, my Fee had. My Fee's up here because I loved it so much. Imagine this Leaf having that without even needing to promote. And then when he does promote, you can just sell the Pursuit Ring, and then bam, he has so much money to do whatever he wants with. Like, buy that rescue staff. But, like, my Leaf usually promotes around Chapter 9. He's really good. I highly recommend using Leaf, and especially if you don't get Finn. That could even be a good thing for Leaf, because it means more XP for Leaf if you can find a way to safely get him with either Nana or Jean healing them. Or the castle healing him. And there's lots of gold around him too, so you can just get lots of gold, eventually do the arena in Chapter 7, and then either sell something he inherited, or get the Perion ring midway through chapter 8 and just keep it for 8, then I'll probably promote Leaf. And yeah, Leaf's just really good. I can't put it any other way than Leaf good, use Leaf, get Leaf if you can draft them. Yeah. So in some ways this feels like, I don't know, it's like a hybrid between a draftability tier list and my FE4 tier list opinions. But it's like 2 hours long, so maybe that's a good thing. Then we have Ares. Ares has the Mistletoe, which has a critical inherently, and yeah. If he's okay, I'll do this. I'll be nice to. How many times? I wonder how many if I'll get a single comment. Why the fuck he is in first fix? I'm sorry, but I'll have Ares take the place finally. Ares has Mistletoe and has Mountain Movement. Do I even need to say fucking more? Oh yeah, he also has Lean Support, which is one of the fastest in the game. That's nice for him. Ares has, I mean, not support. I mean, like, you know, love growth, whatever. He doesn't have an event with her, but they can start at 300, and it's like +3 every turn, +8 if they're standing next to each other. Yeah. He's good. I don't know what else I could say about Ares that hasn't been said before. I'm debating on moving over on Gene, but yeah, just healers are good. He does have Paladin bases, which kind of suck. But, like, it's Mistletoe. Come on. You can get this weapon to fucking crit a bajillion times. It's fucking, you got Eldigit. You got Eldigit on your team. And now you get to experience that. And, you know, you could crit through the fucking final boss's defenses. I think. Don't quote me on that. I've never beaten the final boss with that manga. I know it's possible. I think you do damage, maybe. Who knows? I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Ares good. I can't tell you what more to say. Hannibal. Top of last picks. This may surprise you, because Larcy's right there. Ulcer's right there. The mages are right there. But hear me out. Why Hannibal beats all these guys? Pavai's adept. 2 good skills. Has brave bow, or not, has bow access, so he can enter the easy arena and usually like get pretty far in it, based on my limited playing. And just he is good at defending castles, which, you know, in the later game part of Gen 2, kind of a thing you want. Like, I don't know, Epilogue, I kind of got caught off guard by. There's this one rush at the end that goes specifically for your home castle. There are actually 2 rushes at the end that go for your home castle. And Hannibal takes those like a champ. Even against 2 holy weapon users, which, you know, pretty good. And I don't know. I just see him doing a lot more stuff than all these guys. And again, he can just... He does the things. He does what you want him to do. And I've used Hannibal more than I feel like I've used Larce and Ulster, besides favoritism. I got him to 30, you know? I don't know. He did stuff. He's competent, but he's very hard to recruit. So I obviously put him at the top of last picks. He's a funny meme pick. But again, if you could recruit any of these other last picks, I would recruit him over it. But I'm putting him at the top because I think he doesn't join at level 1. He joins at level 20. If, like, say your requirement to use all these units is level 20, I don't know, you could just say, hey, I have Hannibal, he's level 20, I don't have to use him. As opposed to, like, using Corporate and saying, oh, but actually Corporate's worse. He's better. He could spam staff, a Salo, I don't know, whatever the fuck his name was. I have to get this archer that joins in chapter 8 to level 20 paid. Yeah, I don't know, Hannibal's good. Altaina's cute. I don't know. She, like, has flyer utility but like at the very end of the game, so like when all the utility is gone. She has the Gabolg, which is a good weapon, but like, she kind of doesn't need it. She can't double. She can't double, which, you know, would make the Gabolg really good. She kind of has Quan problems, but like, Quan did a lot of things. Althena doesn't do those things. This might be controversial, but I think Tail2 is there. I mean, not Tail2, I think Althena's here. Althena's here. I don't think I can move her much higher than this. Which fuck, it's like Hermina's right there, but like, I don't know. Like, Althena joined so late. I'm trying. Like, you don't have to worry about inheritance for her. That's something. You always get the Gabolg. But like, I don't know. She's Flyer. She talks to Arion in Epilogue and whatever the fuck it's called. Final. You know the one. She does that. She won't really die. I guess that's one thing about her. She has like 39 defense. She could do Hannibal's job. Yeah, I don't know. She's alright. She's pretty good. Like, again, by the time you get her, you just have a lot more options. And yeah, I can't get to your movie. But that's the list. This video has gone on way too fucking long. It's almost 2.5 hours. That's insanity. I like had an idea for a video in my mind, and you know, it happened. Also, what the fuck? I did not even notice because I was moving units off the thing. It says the bottom thing has been slowly coming in. The please log out back in. I'm sorry for that. Like, this setup sucks. I'll say that much. I wish I knew how to fix it, but I didn't. So, and I did one big whole UI for this tier list thing. But yeah, I had fun making this. If you ever do a Fire Emblem 4 draft, maybe this helps. Maybe it doesn't. Again, and my experience with FE4 is not the most relatable, but again, I hope this helps. I just wanted to talk about FE4. I just finished playing it. It's such a good game. I hope one day I can do an FE4 draft, but I doubt my love is going to want to do one with me. But yeah, this has been Hannah Kitty. I've had a lot of fun. Yeah, and again, I'm probably I don't know. I'll do more Fire Emblem related things in the future. I finally got my computer back. That's why. I don't know. If you all want me to continue the FE7 series, I will. I might start a new series though. I'm like debating it. My family's going on a cruise, and I'm not going, but my other family, the people I live with, are going on a cruise. So I might just stream some things while that's happening. But yeah, again, my voice is killing me. I'm going to go rest it, and if you could, leave a like on the video. Please consider subscribing. I hope everyone has a magical little day. My voice dies, and it's goddamn 4 a.m. I'm sleeping. But yeah, peace out. Loves to everyone.